lucky you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so
We're happy.
What we'll do is like to open up to for you, Coach. If you want to make a statement about the game, you can. Otherwise, we can go right to questions. I'll let these guys kind of rapid fire at you.
Oh, they can take the floor. Go ahead.
Just start off the game down 3-0, I think it was. Just to start off the game, then that brought our energy down. We try to keep it up as a team, but obviously going down 3-0 in a state championship game in front of a lot of people brings you down. But we kept our heads up. Second inning came around, they scored another one. Third inning came around, they scored another one. We haven't scored, so we were really down. We had a big inning that brought our energy up, and that just kept us there in the game.
How much is the fact that you have been in these kind of games before where you have fallen behind early and come back? How much of that fuel you guys through today, just knowing it's fine, like we're gonna be fine?
We've been in situations like this all year. We built up from that from regular season, and we came in here. They scored like Alfred said, three runs, but we've been seeing that all year. So we scored, we chipped away, and we punched them in the mouth in the fourth inning.
I'll jump into that real quick. We had a 1-5 season that we started, and then from after 1-5, we went. I mean, from now to 1-5, I think we're 20-4 since then. But in the next, I believe, out of the next 6 or 7 games, we had 4 back-to-back walk-offs, where we were losing in the 5th by more than 4 runs, and came back to beat those teams. And we did it 4 times in a row, back to back. So we've been in this situation before, and who else than to trust these guys?
Like, let's talk about the coming in and shutting them down and giving your team that chance to respond and come back. Talk about just performance out there today.
No, sir, it's a team effort. I came out there and I knew I had guys behind me that go out there and compete. When you know who's playing for you, it really makes things easier. You go out there, you just do what you usually do. Nothing different. Everything I learned, just put it there and execute.
But did you, early in the game, I get the sense in the dugout that you guys kind of felt like you were the better team and that you were just frustrated early, and it was just going to take a hit or two to kind of get you guys rolling. Is that correct? And what
You're 100% correct. There was a bit of frustration, but once we got those couple runs, that's when they, exploded. And I knew it was going to happen. I was just hoping that we didn't run out of time. But you are 100% correct that's what it was there. And it's not that there's no finger pointing or nothing. It's just it's not what they wanted to start with. They wanted to go right off the bat, and take control, And again, we're in the Final Four, man. We're playing a good baseball team on the other side, They're not just going to come here and strike out and just go to the dugout and hit a fly ball to the pitcher. I expect them to hit the baseball and compete. They're here for a reason. It's the Final Four. So, but at the end of the day, we were the better team, and our guys continued to work.
Did you guys notice a dip in velocity on their starter second or third time through the order there?
Yes, we did, and they sort of went away from the off-speed pitch a little bit. I don't know if it was because we were hitting it. We do hit the off-speed well. We're a good off-speed hitting team, and we know how to stay back and go the other way. So I don't know. They tend to get away from that, and then they tend to continue to go with the fastball, and that's when we got a couple balls, and especially that one that trailed over center field, and and who else? What can we say? Our second baseman is sorry guys, he's just Superman. He's a heart.
I mean, what can you just say about his effort? I mean, he was, trying to get to second on his last at bat there. He had the glove flip to obviously get the out at second, and I think in the 6th.
I'll let one of them answer that. That's their teammates.
That shows a lot. That shows a lot for how little he is and how big of a heart he has. He loves this game very much, and he plays it for a reason. And we all respect him and see him as one of the captains on the team, and we all follow his lead. So that shows a lot of respect towards him, and today. He has a lot of love towards the game.
He wouldn't come out.
Mm-mm.
He wouldn't come out.
He told one of our coaches that don't take me out. Don't take me out. I want to finish this game, and that's what we love about him. That he puts a lot of heart in.
He
his
told me,
game.
I'm not going out.
Mhm.
Call whoever you want. I'm not leaving. What are you gonna do? That's what you asked for as a coach, right? Give me the ball. Like he said, leave me. I got this. So that's who we're made of.
Yeah, he's invited to my wedding.
The Godfather.
Yeah.
He's the Godfather.
Best man.
About the composure, both teams kind of had some tough calls go against them today. You guys obviously had one of your guys thrown out in the middle of the game, and we watched yesterday as the team kind of unraveled when that happened. You guys kept your composure, and to their credit, they kept their composure through all that too. Can you talk a little bit about that?
We just realized, once they threw out one of our players and one of our star players too, we realized we couldn't do nothing about it. We can't change the way he is. We can't change his strike zone. If that's his strike zone, we got to work with it, even if it's not both ways, and we have to do what we have to do. Control what you can control.
Listen, the umpire's the umpire. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Umpire did a great job. I'm not. Whether I win or lose, they're not calling strikes when the ball's going in the dugout. The ball's here, here, and they're the ones that are there. So we sign up for this, and I think he did a great job. Even on that balk called. I yelled balk, and nobody said nothing. And then a couple seconds later, he did on his own. He just came out. I didn't want to come to him, and he came out on his own, and I knew they were going to get it right. So, but I don't know what was said there. It bothers me that at this stage where we're at, we got guys getting runged out, but again, it's his decision. And if he said something disrespectful, I amend that. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's nothing we can do. But the team came and battled for him.
What did he do to prompt the ball for you to? What did you see from your perspective on that balk?
Well, the balk, he straddled he was straddling the. I told him from the beginning, the same balk that they called on us. But then on the second one, when he did that balk, he moved up, he went back, and then he stayed. And that's when you're supposed to keep going. But you don't see that. You know what I mean? It's very, you can't start, go, stop, and then go. That's why everything was stopped. You know what I mean? But it was so smooth that if you're not watching him, you wouldn't have seen it. You know what I mean? It had to be that you're seeing it.
Right.
And he started and then he stopped. It was real quick poise, but you saw it.
And with men on base, you can't do that. You got to continue the motion.
Coach, what did you see from your defense, especially down the stretch? We had a lot of tough plays.
Our defense lately is from when we went to Vegas to now, it's been total shutdown. And our shortstop and third baseman, that right side, our second baseman, Arrieta at first base, he's played first base too. Those guys have been amazing. But, our shortstop is, he's a Gator commit for a reason, So he's just very special. That kid is amazing, and then, you got Eudalkis at third base. He's not going to FSU for no reason. The guy's been playing lockdown defense, lockdown over there in that corner. So you got to get the ball through the hole there. If they get a glove on it, you're gonna be out.
Yeah, in the seventh, if that ball gets through, it could have gotten.
Oh, yeah.
There, and he makes that huge play right there.
No, we're glad we're here in the AC right now.
Yeah, that's the play of Lorenzo.
Yeah, 100%. No, that Lorenzo, he's just special. He makes those plays, and you've been over there and seen it. Anthony as well. He makes those plays day in and day out, day in and day out.
Guys, any more questions?
The key to the next 48 hours, just to, now you're settled in, you've gone through a game, just what
We're gonna soak this one in.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get our second baseman healthy. And get ready to win a championship on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what we came here to do.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Everybody good on questions? You all set? Guys, thank you very much.